What's going on, everybody? This is Solar Blackout Gaming. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining. So, we're going to get into why did Freya join back with Atreus and Kratos, her sworn enemies, the people that killed her son. And we opened the game with her seeking her vengeance, trying to kill Kratos. And as you can tell, she is very rough looking, and they do make mention that this is not the first time. She has been chasing them on multiple occasions. She is consumed by this. She is hell-bent, emotionally damaged, very vulnerable. She is not thinking straight. And due to a lack of information, what else can she do? She thinks in the beginning of the game she is trapped in Midgard. Her son is dead. She is trapped in Midgard. She knows Ragnarok's coming, but she's bound here. She won't even be able to help. And because she's trapped in Midgard, and Balder is able to go out, and Odin uses everybody like his personal pawns, Balder is just another pawn to him, and he sends him out on his little missions. He had value, as he said in the beginning of the game. And then we get to Atreus. He comes to try to talk to her, and he is trying to tell her about the Ragnarok prophecies, and in her mind, it's useless.
Blame for everything.
I cannot get to Odin, nor do I need to. Ragnarok will take him.
Yeah? Well, what if I told you that he came to Midgard? He came to us. Offered peace if we don't move against him. Claims Ragnarok's already been averted.
He lies.
Maybe. But if you know Groa's prophecies, you know it depends on an army of giants.
The giants are waiting in Jotunheim. She hasn't been outside the realm and realized there are no giants. And she has heard the prophecies and knows the name Loki. So she pays attention. And I think him bringing up Odin directs her attention of hatred from him to Odin, where it was before she had started attacking Kratos and Atreus.
Just me. You. In Jotunheim, we learned the truth. My mother was the last guardian of our people in Midgard. And that's not all. The giants have prophecies about me. They know me as Loki.
When Atreus says the name Loki, I'm a giant, it really catches her attention, and you can see the shock on her face. And she is trying to listen, but almost feels like there is no use.
I think maybe I'm supposed to help stop Odin, somehow. But since all the giants are dead and you won't fight Odin, and you've already won. Why aren't we working together? Now that you can fight again!
I am far from whole.
Okay. Okay.
Atreus is trying to convince her, we have got to stop Odin. You can help us. And I think she is unaware that Atreus and Kratos have realm travel. So now that realm travel is open again, it gives her hope.
What we found here. Maybe if you spoke to him.
Tyr's alive?
Yeah. We broke him out of Svartalfheim.
Impossible. The 9 realms are closed to all.
No. We opened up the way. We just don't know where to go next. But if we all band together...
So now realm travel is possible, and she sends Atreus away. Now, I think she thought herself, I might can use these two, but that anger is still resonating at a high level. And when she sees them next, still decides to attack as a Valkyrie, in her Valkyrie armor, as a way to deceive them, to get kind of the element of surprise against Kratos. But during the battle, she gets the leg up and realizes when Atreus turns into a bear that Kratos is still trying to stop her from being hurt.
Atreus! You do not want this! Control your mind! Control it! She was our friend.
It gives her a second to think. Maybe they would help her if she asked. Why would they help her if she has been attacking them for 3 years? I assume this probably surprises her. And I think she starts to realize that when Kratos says that she is not the enemy, she is the friend, she starts thinking about the enemy. The person she hates even more than the person that killed her son, the person that enslaved her, took her from her home. She wasn't even allowed in her home, which was Vanaheim. And I think she decides to give it a shot, but that hatred for and that need for vengeance is still there. And I think the plan to follow through with that vengeance was still present, even when they align with their goals. And so now, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And she's willing to go to Vanaheim, and she has found a way there. And when they get there, she is surprised at just how simple the magic was, but knew the repercussion of trying to remove it.
It's going back in!
We will not let it!
I have to break his hold on me, and you are in the way! That's the ritual!
And they had to defeat a great beast. So that puts them in a situation where they have to fight and battle together. And she realizes the cohesion in battle. They are a great team. They accomplish their goal.
Out! Get out of me!
It is in these next few moments where she realizes she has a choice to make. She just fought alongside Kratos. They both want to see Odin gone. But she has the dilemma of that and to get her vengeance for her son being killed at the hands of Kratos. But which one does she want more?
Is it done?
It's over. I suppose this is the point where I forgive you, or I kill you. To be honest, I don't think I can do either. There's still a part of me that is so angry. And it'll always be. It'll always be angry. But no. You are not the one who needs to die. I do see.
She immediately turns her pain, her suffering, her anger towards Odin. Because ultimately, it wasn't Kratos that killed her son. Odin put her son in Kratos' path. Because at the beginning, like you said, he had value. He was his best tracker. And it was ultimately Odin just moving pieces on the chessboard, and Baldur was a pawn, and so was Freya and Kratos and Atreus. And I think Odin deserves his own video. I think that'll probably be a good one for the future. But now that she has made her decision, she cannot neither forgive him, but she cannot kill him. She cannot do either. So that leaves them with their goals are still aligned, and those goals are to stop Odin. And I think Kratos sharing what had happened with his family played a role in this, and the fact that he is speaking from experience when he says you must not hold vengeance in your heart. It will overcome you, it will consume you. And I think it finally broke through to her. I don't think that he stopped her, but more redirected her anger to where it needed to be.
Everyone is so eager to advise me, as if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss in my life is due to you saving me when I specifically told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
I know.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing a child?
Yes, I do.
There was another. Before Atreus?
Her name was Calliope.
Calliope. What happened?
It was long ago.
Never mind. We'll have to go through the valley, this way.
I know your son's story. You should know my daughter's. In the service of a cruel god, I was tricked into destroying a village, not knowing my own wife and child were there until their blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground. Yet, the guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya, but it will bring you no peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you, why'd you refuse to fight me?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see.
After hearing that, I think she realizes that Kratos is never free from his suffering or the guilt, or nothing will make him feel better. He is already living with the pain, as she will. And they have more in common than they both even realize. And I think all of those factors with the pain of the loss of a child, there's no one else she can even closely relate to other than Kratos. And who better than someone who knows exactly what she is going through, and they both have aligned goals. I think it was a little bit of everything that factored in, but ultimately their aligned goal to defeat Odin. And her killing Kratos, the god killer, her best chance at killing Odin, I just think she wanted that goal met just a little more. And Kratos' suffering is assured, whether she does anything or not. She is realizing that after Kratos dies, she's probably not even going to feel better, and she will have lost an ally in the process. And she says later on, right before going into the Ragnarok war, that her last battle without a new ally only ended in a stalemate.
Our plan is only missing one thing. A leader.
That honor is yours. You have a righteous claim, and the respect of your troops. And you have faced this enemy before.
I held his invading army to a stalemate. This is our invasion, a siege on his terrain. I want our most experienced wartime general in the field. I don't care about the honors, I don't care about the prophecies and champions. I just need us to win.
And I think this was the final nail in the coffin. It ultimately turned her around. But what's to stop her from then seeking out vengeance after Odin is gone? Once Odin is defeated, their goals are not aligned anymore. But it was the story of Kratos reminding her of his past, that it's not going to get better even if you do. I think Atreus planted the seed. It was the experiences, while their goals were aligned, and freed her from a cruel fate that Odin had inflicted on her. And before Kratos came along, out of all the people in all the realms, no one tried to help her before he got there. I think that is one of the biggest things, because we notice that when we come into the story in the first God of War, she has been stuck in Midgard for quite some time, and no one helped her. Kratos was the first to help her break her chains, to free her, to become a free being to travel to and from as she pleases. And then helped her on top of that. Helped her defeat Odin. And then after Odin is gone, she knows that she has someone to talk to that was there and went through it with her. I think it was just the willingness to help someone that hasn't had help in a long time that ultimately made the difference. Anyways, this has been just a closer look at just how Freya came to mold and change over the course of the story. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you like our content, man, just hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, because we got a video coming up about Odin here soon, about why I think he is the perfect villain in God of War. And that will be coming up soon. And anyways, hope you guys liked it. We'll see y'all next time.